HTML documents. The first thing you should see in an HTML document is the doc type. Now, this is just a bit of information that the browser or other engine that's looking at the processing this HTML can use to understand specifically the structure to be looking for. The most common one in use today is just a simple doc type of HTML. This is what we see with HTML5, and it tells the browsers the content they are about to see in the rest of the document in HTML markup text. If you're looking at an older web pages, one that was created was several years ago, you may see something similar to like doc type HTML public with DDD or other type of schema or standard applied to it. Again, this tells the browser that the follows is going to be structured in such a way that it conforms to that standard. We used to have a lot of different standards as the versions changed, and the different levels of strictness, as you can see here, is strict. As you can see here, a strict version, strict reference, strict schema, and so the browsers has to be understand these HTML tags. In this sense, HTML document is usually HTML5. After document type, the next thing that we will create or that you will see in the document is the HTML element tag. That is what we call these markup piece enclosed in less than or greater than signs. This acts as a root container for all the content that we are going to see inside the document. Having a root element like this is fairly common in markup language to provide a single point which we can start with, traverse all the different elements inside of these. This becomes really important as the browsers provide programmatic access through programming languages like JavaScript. Inside the HTML element, we are going to find out other core elements, the head elements, and as we will see in a moment, that body. The head contains all sort of content that won't be rendered to the user. It's a metadata or extra information about the document or about the processing. Like we have a title here, and that does not display on the page, but it's rendered to this page. In this case, the viewport size are the render window. Then we see another example here where we have a link that's linking some other types of document into the processing of an HTML document. In this case, it's a style sheet of a particular type and href is a hypertext reference to that other files. That contains some information that the browsers can use to apply styles for look and feel, and we'll see some examples of all these things here in a moment. And finally, we got the body tag, and this is where we actually get the put all the content that we want our users to see, where we put our text, where we are going to define images and tables and lists and other informations that we will be displayed to the user. This is also where we are going to spend the bulk of our time in this course, looking at all the different elements that we can create inside that body in order to render those text elements in different ways in order to create images and other interesting visuals.